Now we'll start stage 6. The difference between the stage 5 and stage 6 is, okay, if you come over, this is stage 5. Now we'll go to stage 6. There is no much difference here, stage 5 and stage 6. The little bit difference we have done in the init class. Okay, so we'll open the init class. Okay, right now this is stage 5 init class. I'll open our stage 6. Okay, I'll also go to our setup framework. Right now this is stage 5. I'll go to stage 6 now. In your stage 6, if you see, there is no changes in the setup configuration file. There is changes only in your test executor class here and then your init class. Only there we have some changes. What are the changes we have done in the test executor class means? Okay, we remove the library information. Okay, that is actually, if we come over here to the test executor class, here before we have the, in the stage 5, we add our driver, web driver variable, which is present under here itself, and then we invoke the browser in the test executor class only. Right now what we are doing in the stage 6 means we have removed that information itself. Okay, we have removed the driver script information itself. So what is the thing happen means, driver 6 we removed here now. So where we have pulled that means in the init class. Right now in our init class we are going to invoke our browser. Here we have to invoke the browser from the init class itself. Okay, what is the advantage of invoking the browser in the init class? We'll see. Okay, that is the one change. The second change is the script name information also. Before we add here, we had the script name information and then we got the information and then we passed to respective Excel sheet and everywhere. Now that also has been moved. Okay, we'll see how it has been done. Sorry, we have not moved that one. Only the web driver alone has been moved. Other things are there. Then invoking the browser is there. Na? Right now we were done in the respective test executor class in stage 5, where we have invoking the browser here. Na? That one we have removed it and then we have moved it to the init class. Then the next change is in your init class. What we have done here means, okay, come to the old one. This is our init class stage 5. This is our init class stage 6. So what we have done means, here we have added some if else condition here. What is the usage of the if else condition means? Okay, so first I told that we have moved the invoking of the browser information to the respective init class. So we made it as a global one, and then here we have a if else condition. What does that means? If browser string equals Firefox, invoke the browser with Firefox driver. If it is Chrome, invoke the browser with the Chrome driver. Then if it is IE, invoke the browser with this one. So that's why we are making this one as a global one, web driver as a global one. Okay, if you are making it here, what should happen? You have to make it different things. What driver 1, driver 2, like that you have to do. So that's why we are making it as a global one here. So we can use always the same one. Next. Okay, we have to enter the respective URL in the invoked browser. That is, before we were giving the URL information in the test executor class. Now we are going to give it in the init class itself. Driver.get URL. Here itself we are passing the URL information. Then implicit wait command. Then now after executing all the informations, here in your init class you are going to quit the browser. Okay, that means what I am going to do here means, okay, so I have removed from the test executor for invoking the browser and entering the URL information and quitting the browser. There in the test executor class I was having all the 3 information. Now I moved everything to the init class. That means what will happen if you are having n number of test cases also, what will happen? Only one time the browser will be invoked, and then on the browser itself all the execution, everything will be done, and finally that browser will be quitted. That is, what is the advantage means, n number of times creating the objects is there, and we are avoiding that one, because it's not needed. With the single browser itself I can work on all my informations. It's not to invoke n number of browsers. That's what finally we are doing. Why we are using driver.quit means, if it is going to perform n number of actions, it may create me, for example, 3 to 4 browsers also. I want to close all my browsers which is invoked by the Selenium. That's why I am using driver.quit. Okay, so now we'll see how the execution happens. Okay, so first I'll show you our respective class. Okay, this is our framework set. Okay, here we have framework engine package, which consists of test executor class, Excel library, and then init class. Init class is a initialization class. Then Excel package, which consists of our test cases. Then properties file, which consists of our data set in the config properties, and the property values of an element on the over.properties. Then a test case package, which consists of all my test case information. Okay, this is what our package is about. Now how the execution happens? First, the execution will start from the init class. Okay, when I start my init class, what will happen? Okay, first it will take the global view information, driver information, then create an object for the init class, then finally what will happen? It will get the information. Okay, what we are doing there, init.get config value browser. That is, there is a method called config value here. If I come over down here, I have a method called get config value. What I am doing here, string params, here I am creating an object for the properties class. Okay, properties of new properties. What will happen? It will create an properties information here. That is, the object will be created for the properties class. Then I am loading the information of my respective config properties file. So everything is been loaded there. Then finally what we are doing, I am capturing the information, get property param. What is this param means? Right now here I am passing browser. So that means now what it will do, it will pass browser here. Then for the browser it will get the property information from the config properties. So what is present there? I'll open the properties class, config properties. If you see over here, for the browser, right now I'm having Chrome. So what will happen? Chrome browser will be invoked. I'll go to the init class. So returns Chrome here. So that will be coming over to here. This total information will have Chrome now. That will be stored in the browser string. Now what will happen? Next, init.get config value URL. The URL information in the properties value is what? Right now Lenovo PC login to. Now again it will come to init.java. Then I am getting the timeout information, which is 10 present there. This will hold 10 right now. Now what will happen? I am using integer.parseInt. Why? What this integer.parseInt will do means, for me it will convert the string information into an integer. Then that will be stored in the timeouts. Then browser string dot equals Firefox. No, right now my information is stored there is Chrome. So enters here. System dot property. This information is what? If it is a Chrome or IE, I need to get the information of my respective driver information. Right now where my driver is present, the location is where means in the C drivers in download section Chrome driver.exe. Okay. If you come over here in the C driver uses, okay, that is present under my download section. If I come over to the download section, here I have a folder called drivers. In my drivers I have a Chrome driver. That is, this is what it means. It's a driver which helps for you to invoke the Chrome browser by the Selenium. Firefox is an inbuilt browser, but for Chrome and IE we need this drivers for to support the opening the browser here. That's what we have done here. So I got the information from there. So this will give the respective location information, and then now it will open the Chrome browser, this command. Then once the browser is open, it enters the URL information. This URL information is what I got it from the config file. Then implicit wait also here what I am giving timeouts dot timeout. Here is what that timeout is what right now is holding 10, which we got from the respective integer. We converted from the config file to integer. Now creating an object for the Excel library class, then creating an object for the JUnit core to switch over from one class to another class, this one. Then library.get row count scenarios. What does it mean to do? We have a method in the Excel library class. So there what will happen? It will pass scenarios information. So that will go to the, I'll just press Control Enter, so that will open the respective Excel library class. Okay, here it passes me the scenario sheet. Okay, what is the scenario sheet right now means? What will happen? I'll just go to the init class. What it will do? It will go to the scenario sheet. If I open my respective Excel sheet, this is my Excel sheet. Here I have a scenario sheet. In this, what it will get me the row count. What will be my row count? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will be my row count. So that will give me 5. This one will give me 5. That will be stored in the number of scenarios. Then we are running a for loop. In the for loop, if you see, okay, we are running the information from 1, because the first one is the 0th index is what? Is an header, which I don't need. So I need to start from 1 only. That's it. Then library.get Excel data scenarios I comma 1. Okay, so what does that means? 1. Okay, I is 1 right now, 0, 1, and then another one is by passing 0, 1. That is, it's going to take me yes right now. So what is going to do here? Okay, scenarios is with the sheet name, and then I is what right now 1, and then the column number is what? It's 1. So it's going to read me 1 from here. Now what it will do? That will be giving me yes information. Okay, that is what this get Excel data, it's present in the Excel library class. So that finally it will read the information yes and gives me the year. Now what will happen? That will be stored in the execution status. Now I am going to run a if condition. If execution status dot equals yes, then it will enter here. Apart from yes, something is there means it will come out of the loop. Again it will start the another count, 2, 3, 4, like that. The looping will start. Right now execution status is yes for me. So library.get Excel data scenarios, library.get Excel data scenarios I comma 0. That means what it will do? I is what? 0, 1 and 0. Login, logout. It gets me login, logout. Then that will be stored here. It will be stored in the script name variable. Now class script to run is equal to class.forName com.activetime6.testcase plus script name. What is that means? This one, okay, this one is the package name. Okay, if you come over here, the package name is what? com.activetime6.testcase. com.activetime6.testcase. That is what is present under here. Okay, com.activetime6.testcase, and then the script name is what right now? Login, logout. Login, logout. That's what we got here now. So now what it will happen? That will be stored in the script to run. Okay, now if I give core.run script to run, now this command what it will do? It will switch over from init.class to the login, logout class. That's the usage of using the JUnit core. That's the usage of using the JUnit core. That is to switch over from one class to another class. Now I am switching over from one class to another class. Now it will go to the respective login, logout class. I'll open that one. Now I open the login logout class. Here what this login logout class, here we created one method, that is a test method we have make it, and then with an annotation test, that means it represents that is a JUnit test method. That's what we have made here. So now what I am going to do, I am creating an object for the test executor class, and then in the executor class we have a method called execute test. There I am passing my login logout, the class name, that is the class name, and the respective sheet name in your Excel sheet should be same. It's case sensitive also. Okay, so now I pass here. Now this will go to the execute test. I'll press Ctrl Enter to go to the respective method. Now we went here. Now what? Public void execute test string script name. The script name is right now login logout. Then we are storing it in the script name, the variable name, okay, which is a global one. We have made it as a global one here. So now creating an object for the Excel library class. I am getting the row count of my login logout sheet, then finally running the for loop here. The 4 information from the Excel sheet: action, element ID, locator value, and data. All these 4 information I am capturing in a variable: action, element ID, locator value, data. Okay, while I am getting here for the action and element ID, normally I get it, but for the respective locator value, what I am using, I get the information, and finally that one I am passing it to get OR value method, which is present under the test executor class. So that get OR value, I'll just go. Okay, what is that? Get OR value is going to accept here, means it's going to after the one string variable. What is that string variable? Right now what I get it from the Excel sheet, that is admin_u1. What this will do, that will go here. Okay, go to the respective order properties value for admin_u1. What is present, that will be taken. Right now what we have there means we have username. Okay, that one will be passed there. That one will be passed, then return value will be what, that will be passed there. So that one will be captured, and that will be stored under the locator value. Then the same thing here. Now what I am going to do, data information. Data information directly I am using it. I am not storing it anything in the config properties file. Directly I am having. So that will be captured under the data variable. Now action dot equals type. What is there right now? Action, it's type only for me. Right now what I got it here means it's type. So what, that will be stored. That block will be entered. If something else apart from type means, it will go and check for the else if conditions, if it is click or select like that. Okay, now mine is type. So what will happen, goes for the element ID method, locator value, data, and then I, all information. Element ID right now is what, that is what I got from here in the test Excel sheet, name. Then your respective locator value is what, we went from the OR file, get OR value method, and got the original one, that is username. Then data, data is what right now for me, admin. Then I right now is 1. So it will go to the type method. Type method is present under your Excel sheet, sorry, test executor class, accepting all the 4 information: locator value, data, and finally row number. Element ID method dot equals name. So here init dot driver dot find element. Okay, why, what is this init dot driver? Yeah, that is right now in the init class I have given my respective driver invoking. It's an old one, sorry. Yeah, here I am having, here I have given my driver information. So that's why I am using it init dot driver. Init dot driver find element by dot name, the locator value dot send keys dot data. The locator value is username now, dot send keys, and then my data is what right now, it's admin. So if things work properly, if there are no bugs on it, that is, for example, if it's able to identify the element, and then if it's able to work on it, the command will go to the next line, and then go to write to Excel method, which is present under the Excel library class. That's going to accept me totally, sorry, sorry, 2 minutes. Okay, that's going to get me the write to Excel method, okay, which accepts sheet name, row number, and finally your cell number, and then your value, your respective value. All these 4 information is going to accept for me. There is going to get the location information of my respective Excel sheet and passes my sheet name, which is login logout right now, and then my row number information. Now what is going to happen, if it is pass means, okay, it's need to check whether the respective thing is pass or fail. Right now in the test executor, what if this is fine, I am passing here as pass, so gives me, checks me here, if value dot equals fail, no, it is pass, goes to the else condition, giving the style information, that is what is going to give the background color as green right now. That is what in the Excel sheet, if you see, these things we are giving in green color if it is pass. If it is fail means that will be giving in red color for you, it will be giving in red color if it fails. Then the background color we are filling it. Then finally what we are going to enter the pass value. So this one, what first I am converting this one into a string, the cell value, because the value which I am going to pass it is a string, so that's why I am converting it to a string. Then set cell value val, that is what right now what I got it is pass, PASS, so that will be done. And finally using the file output stream, I am writing and then saving in the respective original file, so that will be saved here. Then finally after finishing it, what will happen, comes out of the loop and then finally comes out here. So here if we face some problems, it will come to the catch block and handles the exception here. Okay, so now what will happen, again comes to the test executor class, then again goes here, execute the next one, write to Excel script name, row number 6, typed data into username text box, because data is what, sorry, data is what, admin, typed admin into locator value is what, username text box, that is what here it will be shown, typed admin into username text box. It will be entering information. If this case is passed, this execution will be working. For example, if it's not able to identify the element or any problem happens, what will happen, it will go to the respective catch block. Then instead of writing pass, it will enter fail, and then in the description field it will write locator value, that is what, username text box not found. That will be the problem. Okay, so now after finishing this one, what will happen, the type is finished. Now again it will come to the respective method here. Then again what will happen, comes out of here, then what, again the loop starts, I2, again the execution flows remains the same, and finally after finishing everything, what will happen, comes to the login logout class, ending login logout scenario. Okay, then from here what will happen, comes to the init class. Now what will happen, here the first one is finished. Okay, it will come here from the class is finished. Now what will happen, here it's finished, again the loop starts, I will be 2. Then now what will happen, it will go and check first the execution status, whether it is yes or no in the Excel sheet on the scenarios, checks yes. Yes means takes this create customer. If it is yes means what will happen, again it will go here and then takes the respective script name is what, right now it will be create customer, and then the remaining flows follows. For example, if it is No. If it is no means what will happen? It will come over here. Okay, here for example execution status is no, it's capturing here means here it comes. There is only if condition which has yes. There is no condition. That means what will happen? It will not enter here, and finally another 10 the loop will increase. Then the flow remains same, and finally the driver will be quitted. That is, the browser will be quitted. All the browsers opened by Selenium, and we come out of here. This is how the execution flows in your stage 5. Clear now? Now we'll go to the respective stage 7 in the next session.